Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Skies of Arcadia Legends. Last time we finished exploring the areas of the new world that were prior unavailable to us, and now we are we beat Gregorio. Now we are going to go into the Dark Rift, if I can. It looks like we can get inside the Dark Rift through here. Enrique, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. I don't suppose I have much of a choice at this point. We must get through the Dark Rift no matter what. I'm like, okay, don't mind me. I'll be fine. This is neither the time nor a place to be complaining about air sickness. Alright, here, I'm going to do something unique. Let me get inside the Dark Rift proper. Ooh, okay. So, alright, first off, I'm sure you remember that train wreck with Lapin and Piastel. Now, if I hadn't have already died to Richtelish, I would have actually waited until much later to fight them. But this is one of the ways I would have gone about fighting them if I wouldn't have waited until another opportunity presented itself. These Florasts, I believe they're the ones that have it. They have the lowest chance of an item drop, but they drop the single best item in the game. It's either them or it's another one that looks like them. It's called the Constitution Gem. This thing effectively makes you immune to all status ailments. Death, confuse, sleep. The Ixanes demons and Lapin would have been a joke if I had access to this. Sadly, I didn't, so no use crying over spilt milk, but there you are. The Legends version of the game does hand you one, though. These flat fiends, I can't remember. Part of me wants to think they either inflict poison, stone, or fatigue status. I've never confirmed it, and I was hoping maybe I'd get a drop of it, because it seems like you do have a higher likelihood of a drop during level ups and spell increases. Okay, so I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. I'm going to go onto the bridge of this ship. I meant to kind of tour it proper with crew on it beforehand, but as you can see, normally a lot of your crew members would be seen hanging around outside. And at some point I intend to, you know what, actually, I'll do that later, so we'll hold off on that. And I know I said this about, well, I corrected myself after, I got to Dakit's Island, but I said how basically Dakit's Island was my, second favorite dungeon, and Rixus was my third. This is number one. I love the idea of them employing the ship mechanic, and they do actually find a way to put a puzzle around it too, rather than it basically just making it a virtually straight line. So that's a Mega Seed, and as you can tell, pretty much almost all the chests in this area are brilliantly employed. There are 9 in total, 3 areas with 3 ships. Alright. Excuse me. Oh, something I didn't ever tell you, because I never intended for it to accidentally happen, is that Okay, had to fix that because I can't remember where I have my C stick allocated. You can use the C stick to change the ship's camera angle. I love just the creepy ambiance of this, and unlike, like, I don't know, they do the creepy music so much more justice. The island is pulsing. That is horrifically macabre. You want to look for these shipwrecks that are lit up. You received moss armor. The Berserker mail, I think, is actually better. I'll keep that then. Alright, now the first thing you want to do, and this place is easy to get lost in, but an easy way to learn, just avoid Moonberry, which is helpful. Okay, I'm going to get this ship and then tell you kind of what to look out for. And there's the Dream Cutlass. Alright. So, if the area like this looks like it's got like a brown hue to it, you're likely to be taken back to the beginning of the dungeon. So, you want to avoid those. Another good little hint is these little plants will usually be found around near the areas you need to go down. Actually, thinking about this, might actually be a great place for the black map. Actually, I think I'm gonna change my magic allocation here soon because
this week for other reasons. Here's a or one-ish.
sorry about that. Just had to make a quick phone call or so. Anyways, as it were, when you came in, you want to kind of use this light to kind of guide you up. You will have 3 ships, and actually, I think I missed one on the bottom, perhaps. Okay, no, they're both around here, I believe. You have one ship on this middle path containing an aura of valor. And then on the upper part on the other side, let me change my weapons to red, so... Sorry about that, just... one of the... having a consolidated doctor appointment, so there's a little bit of multitasking going on. This guy's always seeing a stray 777. Do I have the black map on? Hold on. No. Just the encounter rate is unusually aggressive here. Okay. I was wondering about that. And got a moonberry, and while I'm at it, I actually want to give Vice his next move, and this one's going to be particularly helpful, Skull Shield. This, among other things, is one of the reasons that, like I said, if Richtelish hadn't ruined my Deathless run, I would have waited till way later to fight Lapin, Piastel, and even the Ixanes demons, even though that went pleasantly smoothly as I kind of suspected it would. And oh, guess who's here? Now, I like to point out, like I said, none of these are technically the same human being, but it's just hilarious how ever-present Zivelin Bane likes to make himself. That wasn't very nice. I don't know what I'm doing. I should be using a Shield of Justice and then focusing on Ika and Fina. He's a cur. It is funny some of the quotes that come with the critical hits. Good Lord, he has an in for Enrique today, doesn't he? Sorry about that. Believe it or not, the doctor's appointment is not actually for me. I'm a family member that's feeling just a little under the weather. So, trying to figure out what's going on. knight died. So sad. Such a sad place.
That was easy.
The Chalice of Blood. Of course, this place has to have the edgy item. So now everyone has a sacrum. Okay. I'm actually going to backtrack because I'm not supposed to be here yet. We could do something crazy like complete the dungeon now, but no. Alright, now that we got our bloody chalice, we want to go back down to this middle section here. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, it is this path. Alright, and we want to go towards this big central mass looking thing here. You have found the Black Moonstone. This rare Black Moonstone holds tremendous power. It can turn positive energy into negative and vice versa. But a practical application for this ability has not been found. There are rumors of a lost Black Moon, but the truth remains unknown. There's about 12.5 theories regarding this Black Moon. One is that it is actually the source of this Dark Rift, namely a byproduct of the Rains of Destruction. There's another one, and I intend to get into it way later on in the game. But for now, alright. And just like everywhere else in the in this dungeon, there are 3 treasure chests, or treasure chests in air quotes, in this area. I'm going to start out with that one. Going to knock out this one here. then the last one, I don't overshoot it. I'm not complaining if I do get an encounter. I desperately could use a Constitution gem or two. It is worth noting I actually have successfully done a hybrid Deathless Extravagant Legend run where I actually did see the Extravagant rating. It was tricky and it admittedly didn't require a few resets. I'm not going to go out of my way to do that. Your time is more valuable than that. Alright, we're going to talk to this disheveled looking gentleman here in a minute. Got another Moonberry, very helpful. And in fact, what is Fina's super move line? Okay, Lunar Cleansing. I'm actually wanting to round out Vice's and Fina's super move sets particularly, and there's a reason. Sir, are you alright? Did you get shipwrecked in here? Who are you? I'm Vice, a blue air pirate. What's your name? I don't... Huh? I can't remember anything from before the shipwreck. I can't even remember my crewmates' names. It appears that he has amnesia. Poor man. The shock of being shipwrecked must have been devastating. I wonder where he's from. It's you! Oh, thank the moons I found you! Your hair's a little longer than before, and you've got a beard now, but I know it's you! I never forget you! You're my husband, Robinson! Robinson? That's my name. Yes, that's right, it's me! Polly, don't you remember me? Anne and I have been waiting for you for years! Polly... Anne... Wait, Robinson... Polly... Anne... Yes! Yes, my name is Robinson! And I remember my wife Polly and my daughter Anne. Yes, that's right. Yes, I remember now. Oh, Polly, I'm so sorry. You must have been worried. I'm so sorry that I left you alone for so long. I'll never let you go again. Nor will I. But it seems like you're a lot more woman than when I last saw you. You haven't seen me in years, and that's all you have to say to me? Oh my gosh. Your name was Vice, right? I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Because of you, I have been reunited with Polly. Polly tells me that she's a member of your crew now. I would like to go with Polly. Could I come aboard your ship as a member of your crew? Of course, we could always use more help. I'm not in the best of shape, but I still remember how to say it. I can at least do that much for you. Alright. And now that we've got all the chests here, I'm going to backtrack all the way back to that final area. Now, I'm going to go back through here. I'm going to run through it because, I mean, you've seen most of this already. You could use the Black Moonstone as a point of reference. Alright, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, we want to go through this lower one down here. Now we want to go back up that central pillar of light, if you will. Oh, and Vice has increments, so maybe after this I might actually, after this next encounter, I might change my spell line again. Alright. Alright. Okay, so I was wrong. There are two bosses that are technically visible well before you get them. The first one was Blagok back in the Valuing Catacombs. The next one is this fella. What is that thing? I don't know, but this is probably its home. It doesn't look like it's gonna let us leave without a fight. Alright, and this is Anguilla. I don't think Pinta would work here. It isn't that tough, you just kind of gotta... Now the tricky part is that this thing does like to duck back into its hiding spot. You can kind of see, during when it's there, you won't be able to attack it. Mice, we're awaiting orders. Tell us what to do, Captain. If I'm not mistaken, I believe... Yeah, so the idea is, I'm going to use Incremus with Vice. No, I'm not going to use Incremus with Vice. I'm going to use the Moonstone Cannon, use Incrum with Fina, with Aka, and I might actually... Yeah, and there you go. I don't even know if it would have done any damage. Well, it would have said miss if it had failed to connect due to it ducking out of the way. It keeps disappearing into that vortex. I can't keep a lock on that thing. It's impossible to hit it while he's hiding in there anyway. How can you expect to hit it if you can't see it? Alright. General rule of thumb, green turns are always good. Really, your strategy is to make this thing angry enough to draw it out. Fights were, well, yep. Same thing as last time. Oh, well. I do appreciate that the game doesn't completely go out of its way to hold your hand, but sometimes it's a little too quiet as to what you should do. That is one drawback. Alright. Same basic strategy. I'm playing a little more cautious and conserving spirit points because there is a second phase that makes it a lot easier to hit, so I'm waiting for that to happen.
Moonstone cannon, fire!
And there it goes. Now it's out of its little hiding hole. And this is kind of the best opportunity to unlock. Look, it's coming out of the vortex. It looks like our attack's forced out in the open. Now's our chance. Yep. So this is where I'm going to use Incremus and just unload with advanced cannons. Unfortunately, it's an odd character model. Does hitbox makes it a little interesting. All right. Let's keep the pressure on it. Make sure you don't lose too many spirit points. Luckily enough, you're in no real danger of getting hurt by this thing while Incremus is active. Nor do you really ever in this fight. He isn't tough, like I said. You just gotta time everything right. And yeah, we got it on the ropes. Next turn, I think it'll be done. And I can't remember, but I think after this turn it will go back into its hole. Yes. Yeah, it will inevitably do that. Alright. And I just say unload. One of these things connecting should do the trick. Assuming Jolly over here doesn't decide to duck at the last possible minute. Yeah, of course. I would have that luck with the RNG. Well, maybe. And there we go. It is down. Alright. And that is the Aguila boss fight. And though it is a little early, I think this is as good a stopping point as ever. This episode, next episode, we'll finish exploring. We'll start exploring the Yafutomen region. See you guys in the next episode. Until then, have a good one.